He always imposed his opinion on me. He always imposed his opinion on me. It is important to impose sanctions upon the union. It is important to impose sanctions upon the union. You shouldn't impose your opinion on others. You shouldn't impose your opinion on others. The United Nations moved to impose sanctions. The United Nations moved to impose sanctions. If states impose too many conflicting regulations on companies, the economy suffers. If states impose too many conflicting regulations on companies, the economy suffers. She imposes on her friends too often. She imposes on her friends too often. The government imposes high taxes on the super rich. The government imposes high taxes on the super rich. You have been imposed upon. You have been imposed upon. A penalty fee was imposed on that company. A penalty fee was imposed on that company. Heavy taxes are imposed on articles of luxury. Heavy taxes are imposed on articles of luxury. She imposed the work on him. She imposed the work on him. There is a custom duty imposed on that product. There is a custom duty imposed on that product. The tax office imposed an additional tax on the company. The tax office imposed an additional tax on the company. The government has imposed a new tax on wine. The government has imposed a new tax on wine. Heavy taxes are imposed on wine and tobacco. Heavy taxes are imposed on wine and tobacco. The government imposed a new tax on farmers. The government imposed a new tax on farmers. The employer imposed a heavy task on them. The employer imposed a heavy task on them. His house has an imposing appearance. His house has an imposing appearance. The punishments they imposed did not fit the crimes. The punishments they imposed did not fit the crimes. A few weeks earlier, he had already imposed new sanctions on the country. A few weeks earlier, he had already imposed new sanctions on the country. He imposed it, giving us no choice in the matter. He imposed it, giving us no choice in the matter.